What is up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watson. In this video, we're going to be talking about Skeleton Crew, Ahsoka Season 2, the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie, and the Mandoverse Star Wars movie that Dave Filoni is writing and directing in the future. So the Mandoverse Star Wars movie that Dave Filoni is writing will probably be called Heir to the Empire. There's no doubt about that, and there's plenty of evidence, especially within Ahsoka Season 1, pointing towards the possibility of Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie being called Heir to the Empire. So first we're going to start with Skeleton Crew. So in Skeleton Crew, Bryce Dallas Howard has talked about directing an episode in Skeleton Crew. She is directing a episode in Skeleton Crew, and it's also been confirmed that Skeleton Crew will be coming out this year, and it will probably be most likely coming out around the holidays. Not an official release date has been confirmed for Skeleton Crew yet, but it is going to come around the holidays. So Bryce Dallas Howard has also expressed herself about how she should get her own direction in Star Wars, her own Star Wars era to tell, her own Star Wars story to tell, and I think she very well deserves that opportunity because she has directed quite a few good Mandalorian episodes in the past, and in fact written some of them at least. But Bryce Dallas Howard has done an amazing job with directing The Mandalorian, and done an amazing job with Star Wars so far. She deserves that opportunity someday to write and direct her own Star Wars era, which would be pretty nice. And I think if they were to do Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie were to turn into a Star Wars trilogy and a new version of the Thrawn trilogy, Bryce Dallas Howard should direct the middle of the trilogy. Like, Dave Filoni should write out the entire trilogy of the new Thrawn trilogy, and then Dave Filoni writes and directs the first of the trilogy, which would be Heir to the Empire, as known as the Mandoverse Star Wars movie, which will be tying all of the Mandoverse, which includes Skeleton Crew, the Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian stuff, all of the Mandalorian, all of Skeleton Crew, all of the Book of Boba Fett, all of Ahsoka. It'll be all of the Mandoverse combined it will be tying into. And it's going to be a much bigger Star Wars film than The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is why I don't believe that it's going to be the second in the Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie is the second in the trilogy of the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie. I think the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie, it's by itself, and Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie may be the beginning of a new Star Wars trilogy that takes place during the New Republic, and it's a new version of the Thrawn trilogy. And if Bryce Dallas Howard were to get that opportunity to write and direct to direct a Star Wars movie, the middle or the end, possibly the end at least, but at most the middle. Like Dark Forces Rising, how there's Heir to the Empire, Dark Forces Rising, and The Last Command. It'll be equivalent to Heir to the Empire. So Dave Filoni has hinted several times, especially with Ahsoka Season 2 needing to happen before his Star Wars movie. And not only that, but Ahsoka Season 1 set up Thrawn's return as Heir to the Empire. And Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie ties into all of the Mandoverse. So it would make the most sense that Dave Filoni is retelling a new version of the Thrawn trilogy. But anyways, Ahsoka Season 2 has been hinted that they will be beginning pre-production shortly, probably sometime by the end of this year is when pre-production should start for Ahsoka Season 2. And Rosario Dawson and Hayden Christensen came on and talked about Ahsoka Season 2. The Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie is in progress and is going to start filming. So I believe it's already started filming with the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie. But it is set to come out in 2026, in June of 2026. I'm very excited for that. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Do make sure to smash a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later in another video.